Have you ever been recruited for a threesome at your colonoscopy? Last Tuesday, I was at the gastroenterology clinic for my routine colonoscopy. I'm 52, so it's that wonderful time of life where doctors want to explore your insides with cameras. I'd done all the prep, hadn't eaten in 36 hours, and was sitting in the waiting room wearing that delightful hospital gown that leaves nothing to imagination. A nurse called out, "Mr. Fitzgerald?" I stood up, but so did another guy across the room. We both looked at each other confused. The nurse checked her clipboard and said, "Gerald Fitzgerald? That's me," I said. The other guy sat back down, muttering, "I'm Garrett." The nurse led me to the prep area, and things were normal at first. She started my IV, checked my vitals, explained the procedure, standard stuff. Then she leaned in conspiratorially and whispered, "Dr. Kowalski wanted me to confirm you're still interested in the special arrangement." I assumed she meant the new sedation option I'd requested. "Absolutely," I said. "I've been looking forward to trying it." Her eyes widened slightly. "You're very open-minded. Most people your age aren't so adventurous." That seemed like an odd thing to say about sedation preferences, but I just nodded. She left, and a few minutes later, another nurse came in. This one had purple streaks in her hair and multiple piercings. "So, you're the Gerald who's joining us?" she asked with a knowing smile. "For the colonoscopy?" "Yes," she laughed. "Is that what we're calling it now?" "I love it. Very discreet." I was getting confused, but figured maybe the staff used humor to help patients relax. She started adjusting my gown, and I noticed she was wearing perfume, which seemed unusual for medical staff. "Lavender," she said, noticing my expression. "Helps with the mood." Before I could respond, Dr. Kowalski walked in, but instead of scrubs, he was wearing silk pajama pants and a robe. My confusion must have shown because he quickly said, "Oh, these are my meditation scrubs. Helps me center myself before procedures." The purple-haired nurse giggled. "He's so method about his work." That's when the door opened again, and in walked Garrett, the other Fitzgerald from the waiting room. He was also in a hospital gown, but had somehow acquired fuzzy slippers and was carrying a bottle of champagne. "Sorry I'm late," he said. "Traffic was murder." Dr. Kowalski clapped his hands together. "Perfect. Now we can begin. Gerald, Garrett, and myself. The 3 Gs. My brain finally caught up. "Wait, what exactly do you think is happening here?" The purple-haired nurse looked confused. "The Thursday special? You responded to the ad?" "What ad?" "I'm here for a colonoscopy." Dead silence. Garrett slowly lowered the champagne. Dr. Kowalski's face went pale under his spray tan. "You're here for an actual medical procedure?" he asked weakly. "Yes! What did you think was happening?" The nurse grabbed the clipboard and studied it. "Oh my god, there are 2 Gerald Fitzgeralds scheduled. One for 2 p.m. colonoscopy, one for 2:30 p.m. for the other thing." Dr. Kowalski wasn't actually Dr. Kowalski. He was Constantine, a massage therapist who rented the room on Thursdays for what he called wellness sessions. The real Dr. Kowalski was in the next room, probably wondering where his patient was. Garrett started backing toward the door. "So you're not, you didn't answer the Craigslist?" "No!" The purple-haired nurse, whose name was apparently Destiny, not Nurse Davidson, was already pulling out her phone to call the real medical staff. Within minutes, actual nurses in actual scrubs burst in, found me surrounded by this bizarre scene, and immediately went into damage control mode. The real Dr. Kowalski was mortified. The clinic, it turned out, had been subletting space to Constantine without knowing what kind of wellness he was providing. They thought he was doing legitimate massage therapy. Security escorted Constantine, Destiny, and poor confused Garrett out while I was whisked to the proper procedure room. The real nurses couldn't stop apologizing. One of them kept bringing me juice boxes and cookies, like I was traumatized rather than just deeply amused. The actual colonoscopy was uneventful, though Dr. Kowalski, the real one, kept nervously asking if I was comfortable and assuring me that this wasn't normal protocol. I told him I'd had worse mix-ups, though that was definitely a lie. Last week, I got a letter from the clinic's legal department with a settlement offer and a non-disclosure agreement. I didn't sign it. This story is too good not to tell. Garrett apparently started a support group for people who've answered ambiguous Craigslist ads. And Constantine, he's opened a legitimate spa in the next town over. He sent me a coupon for a free massage. I threw it away immediately.